Okay, so everybody calls me Kizzy. I go by Kizzy. So I'm your girl Kizzy. Um, I'm just going to go over the story about my son and nothing else for this part of my life. My son is named Draven Lee Griffin. Um, that's his birth name. He was born at Franklin County Hospital, Royston Ty Cobb, Georgia. Um, he was born in '06. Uh, he was born January 7th, '06. And me and his dad had been together a hot little minute. We're both from the sticks, the country, so that's how we met. We grew up around each other. So to make this story, I'm hoping the story brings awareness to others about who we're going to be exposing in the later part of the story. It's just on my son on this part of my life. So after me giving birth, when he was my second child, after me giving birth, it was 3 days in, a lady had walked in to my hospital room. And y'all just excuse the hubby, he's doing some housework for me. Thank you. Um, 3 days in, a lady walked in the room with a car seat. I didn't know what was going on because a police officer was right behind her. She gives me this paper that I had no idea about, and at the time I was naive to everything that was about to happen. She had shown me a paper where it had said it was positive for meth, and it was my son's daddy's positive drug screen. So I didn't even know he had took a drug test. But when they showed me that, I was numb from the hip down, okay? I had C-section. That's how I gave birth to him. So, make sure I'm at the right camera here. Okay. So, after finding that out, forcefully, they were taking my son because we were late on rent, and I did not know that my son's daddy did not pay the rent. He spent it on meth, and I didn't know that. So we were getting evicted, and that's how I lost my son. That's how they were took from me. We was getting evicted, and he was negative drug screen. So those two things are off the rip. That was bad against me. So my son's daddy wanted to hold him. Who was I to deny him to hold his son? At the time I was naive, I know I beat myself up for this every day. I handed my son over to his daddy. He handed him right over to the girl. I did everything I could to get him back in my arms, but by the time I was outside, they were gone. About a week later, I got to see my son again and figure out a parenting plan. Well, I went the next 2 years doing everything right, full time job, my own home, in my own car. Yes, there's been a lot of bad choices throughout that time because I'm a naive parent, but I did learn and I did do the right things to get him home. Well, later on, I find out who was really behind all that. Those 2 years that I did everything right. Richard Acuff, Bianca Gibson, aka Acuff, and Tammy Gibson. All three in Royston, Georgia. I will include pictures when I figure out how to here on YT. Um, Once I figure that out, I will be uploading all of that. Um, I might can right here. Let me see if I can. See if I can share. I'm still learning the YT editing. Okay,
I touched
so
the wall on my back.
what?
I touched the wall on my back, and the wall was cold, real cold on my back.
So this is what Richard looks like. He always thinks that he looks good or whatever. I don't know, but he's the one behind it. The other one, Tammy. This is the other one behind it. So I'm trying to see. Am I doing this right? Okay, yeah, I am. So that's them two, and Bianca ain't got the what you call it, the show her face. That was Richard. This one's Tammy. That's my kid right here. I'm sure you see that. Oh no, you do now. This one's Tammy right here. Right here. And let's see. This one's my kid right here. The one that got brainwashed. So yeah. Those are the main two. Bianca, her face ain't shown on here, but I will. Hey, wait a minute. I just had an idea. I can show her face. I'll show her face right here. this it?
Hi, I'm Grammy.
I'm Grammy's husband.
I'm Grammy's grandson.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Grammy. I
No.
wasn't gonna
Trying to remember which one it was. I saw that. Crap, I don't remember. But anyway, you get the picture. Once I figure out which videos for Bianca, I'll show you on her. But now you know what they look like, and they're both from Royston, Georgia. So anyway, I found out later that they were the ones behind taking my son. And throughout all these last umpteen years, they were behind my daughter and how she's treated and raised, and I did what I could, and can't do a whole lot when you got a whole lot of money. And that's all they're about. The system's crooked, everything. So my son is older now, and he lives with Mennonites. So I've texted, called, emailed, name it, done it. Shana Kohen and Tony Kohen are his adoptive parents, and his adoptive name is Drew Anthony Kohen. So if anybody hears or knows him, please have him contact me some kind of way. I would really appreciate it. I am on hospice. I'm going to give my medical story later, but not in here. I would really like to see him at least one more time. I'm doing my best to hold it together now. But yeah, that's the gist of the story of my son and who was behind it. Now you know the faces of the one behind it and the faces of the one behind my daughter. My daughter, Daisha Acuff, a.k.a. Beaupre. I love her to death, but she's a part of them too, and they are a cult. In another part of my story, I will go over that. This part of my story is about my son, and I'm going to leave it at that with this one. I don't want nothing with my son having anything to do with them. I have faith in my son being a strong young man, a righteous young man, hopefully. But nobody's perfect, but just in case. Just in case. I love you, Draven. Mama's always loved you, baby. I miss you so much. Y'all please get the story out there while I'm still here. I would really appreciate it if y'all could help. Just locate him. Help locate him. That's all I'm asking. Help locate him, and maybe one day before I do go, at least get to see his face one time. This is the last known picture I have of him. Born as Draven Lee Griffin. The adoptive name, Drew Anthony Kohen. Like I said before, his adoptive parents is Shana Kohen and Tony Kohen. They are Mennonites. And he's over 18 now, too. So if anybody could, I would appreciate it if y'all can contact him so I can at least see his face one more time. Because I am under hospice. I would really appreciate it. But that is my story. I'm going to leave this story at the part about my son. And my name is Tanya Aiken, Akin. If you do get a hold of him and somehow get information to him, put it in the comments if it'll allow you. I'm still trying to figure things out with the YT. Some of them don't have the messaging on it for some reason, or the comments on it for some reason, and I don't know why, but I'm working on it. So if you can't get it on this one, there are videos I've made that you can comment on. You can at least get the comment on there about him if you can't hear on this one, on this video. And though it's a pretty clothy scene, but that's just because I was in the middle of cleaning when I started this. I was just on a live on my TikTok and just got done with that a little bit ago. And so, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you could. I don't want to bore you anymore. Appreciate it in advance. Thank you. If you would please like on this video and share it. I figure the more you like, the more you maybe sub up to it to share it. More people would see it and maybe find him. I'd appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye. This is 6/21/2025, so that it's documented. Thank you.